Hello and welcome to North Sydney Oval, home of the Sydney Sixers, who after a horror start to the season have won 4 consecutive games, keeping their finals hunt well and truly alive. Standing in their way is the top of the table Perth Scorchers, whose form with both bat and ball has been equally impressive. Should love it. A couple of extra wickets in the power play up against the Perth Scorchers, who are top of the tree at the moment just by net run rate. 3 teams on 14 points each. There's some nice swing. It's a thick outside edge, as Peterson does well at third. Speaking of muscling the ball with a lot of bottom hand, Sophie Devine on cue for the first maximum here at North Sydney. And then drags the length back. Sophie Devine very, very quickly, into position. And Ash Gardner doesn't track that down. So pressure on Smith straight away. And clean pick up and a hit could be interesting. And I think she's gone. It's Elise Perry with the direct. Given out by the umpire and the comms box. That is impressive from the skipper. Yeah, wants to put a little bit of pressure on Ash Gardner straight away. And the best way to do that, yes, well, fielded on the sideline as well, is to hit it for 6. As Maddie Dark tries to do the same, and all she does is picks out Perry. She's got a run out, she's got a catch, she's just popping herself in the hot spots and coming through with the goods. The slog sweep from Beth Mooney, and that goes the distance. Oh, sets herself up to sweep initially, I think, and then that Siva-Brunt thought, no, let's just keep everyone on the edge of their seats, and I'm going to reverse sweep for 4 instead. Up and away for Beth Mooney. Started with a 6 from her first ball, finished off the over with a 6 off Chloe Tryon's last as well. So that puts a little bit of pressure on Elise Perry. Slices it away. Bit of work to be done on the boundary line by Tryon. Pulls out the dive, but the timing was exquisite from Siva-Brunt.
Open the wrists and pick up 4.
Oh, just deep in the crease. Yeah, and just muscles it into the tent. Keep your eyes on the ball there, Scorchers. Goes very wide indeed. And Beth Mooney off balance, not 100% sure of the control, but still manages to find the gap. Scoop. Plenty of space to work with. Knew she just needed to make contact and did that beautifully well. Oh, needed to get something on it, and it's Boulder. Bottom edge, the ball was hitting it, had so many revs on it. Nat Siva-Brunt was almost staring at it, hoping that it was going to spin away from the stumps. Whereas Beth Mooney's also recognised that and says, no, you can't just get through and over before drinks and after a wicket without any boundaries. Oh, it's an outside edge, and Gardner has a bit of pace on her deliveries. The ground is good, and it will find the boundary line as well. Cheadle can't track it down. Flicked in the air, 1 hit away, and she does it in 1 as well. Absolute brilliance from Beth Mooney at a magnificent clip. It's her 41st 50 and her 10th against the Sydney Sixers as well. The first of 2,000 runs. Oh, reaches for that very, very wide delivery, and it's snaking across the ground. It hits the seam and then carries on, and might have got Lindsay Smith in the chops there as it ricochets off the rope as well. And she cuts up and over the infield. This is danger signs here for the Sydney Sixers, because Beth Mooney is starting to unleash. And she goes straight down the ground. Does it clear? No, it doesn't. Can't keep her out of the game, Perry. That's a second catch of the day, and the pressure just built from those first 3 deliveries. Amy Edgar couldn't clear the field. Low full toss. Beautifully timed, needed to find the gap, does that as well, which is no surprise because Beth Mooney is in some form today. As Mooney's footwork to seam or spin, it doesn't really matter today, has been absolutely exquisite. Has to reach for it and does it well. Didn't panic because the weight was falling back. Just wanted to make sure that she could make good contact. She does that. As Mooney goes after this wide delivery. And I think there might have been a little bit of a hand on her, but it still won't matter. So Jones and Mooney looking to really put the foot down and see if they can get up to that magical 200 mark. And if they continue the way they're going at the moment, the partnership 34 from 16. Nicely timed again, but squarer. That was even better than the first 4. Well, gets the toe end of the bat, so it's not going to get the distance. Oh! Erin Burns, just stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Year after year, you just pull these out of the bag. Maitland Brown can't believe it. Sixers can't believe it. We can't believe it, but times that nicely backward of point. She's been sitting back watching the skill set of Beth Mooney and thinking, oh, well, I might give that a try if I get out to the middle. Pulled with force to the onside. Another boundary and yet another season where she passes 500 runs as well, Beth Mooney. Along the ground, Mooney goes. That would be it. Pressure on Tryon King, well short. She'd almost turned to the dugout before the bails were even off. So strong hands by Gardner at the stumps. She completes the run out. First ball faced, free hit for her. As she advances down the wicket, and it's just trickled outside the inner circle. As they settle for 1. Mooney down on her haunches, trying to suck in a few deep breaths here, and why not to? Because yet again, she has produced quite the innings. 57 deliveries, 91 not out to a name. And she has been the star of the show for this innings for the Perth Scorchers. Sydney Sixers won just 1 in their first 6 matches, and then they've gone on a run. Peschel. As Perry misses out with the first delivery down leg. Flicked away nicely there by Perry. Finds the middle of a new branded bat and finds the boundary as well. Yep, zips away across the boundary line. Watch those stumps, Price. Through mid-wicket. And it will skip across the ground here at North Sydney Oval. Elise Perry comfortably getting that one to the boundary line. Does it get over? Yes, it does. So back-to-back boundaries here for Perry, both sides of the wicket. And this has gone straight in the air. It wasn't a no ball, the ball before, and that will be the first wicket to the Perth Scorchers.
I can leave that caught there. That's good. To long on. That's what she's trying to think, is to go nice and straight and then be able to adjust as she just has then and go square when needed.
Thick outside edge and straight to the field. Gardner is gone. And dare I say it once again, Chloe Ainsworth has got a big wicket in the WBBL. Drags it down, and Perry, I think she likes the look of that. Yeah. And Perry is keeping an eye on it, and she wants to just put a little bit of a dent into it. And if she keeps striking the ball like this, she will do just that. It's a handy way to finish off. Mills is first over with a 4 and a 6. Gets inside the line, does Byrne, gets over Peschel and over the boundary line. Keeps attacking the stumps. Direct hit. Yeah, you better believe it. Doesn't matter if she's got the gloves on or not, Amy Jones. Had about 1.5 stumps to look at, set its sights, hit the target, and that is the end of Burns. Perry looks to go big. She just stands and admires that one, and why not a 2? She's taken on the field. She's cleared that. The picket fence as well.
Difficult, really. I think when... Oh, no.
Hang on. Can you believe it? Perry got the first run out of the game. She has now been run out brilliantly by Piper Cleary. It is a run-off off. Oh. Oh, that is an absolute gimme to the quality of Susie Rates.
If you're ever going to bowl a bad ball.
It's the arm ball. Chloe Tryon goes up and over. Gets onto the front foot. There's not a lot of front foot movement to the line of the ball, and there doesn't have to be because she just backs her hands. Chloe Tryon. Bowled off the pads, onto the stumps.
Rather than trying to hit the ball down the ground that we've been talking about, just gets herself into a little bit of a tangle. That front foot crosses over, and there's no opportunity to try and get the bat through.
Ooh, ooh, that could be close, and it is close. It's closer than close. It's out. Bates goes. And this is magnificent work here from the Perth Scorchers. Straight up in the air, and Maddie Dark says catch it. She leaves it to Alana King, who says, don't worry, I've got this covered.
Puts up an easy catch for Alana King. She'll take that happily.
What did she do today? Well, she can do that. She can just casually go onto the back foot and pierce the offside. Straight through her. Playing across the line. Peschel goes full and straight at the stumps. Yep, through her. The only thing that was missing for Chloe Ainsworth there was the cartwheeling stump that we're so used to seeing. Oh, and Cheadle looking to show all her skills with the bat, and does so against King, up and over the top. Tosses it up and Cheadle goes again. This time, though, wider still, even with the protection of Devine down there, has the smarts to say, I can avoid you still.
And trying to go and express herself.
Well, she's expressing herself now, but all she's managed to do is pick out Beth Mooney, who was down on her haunches at the back end of her innings. Now she's down on her haunches and limping off after taking the last wicket to wrap things up for the Perth Scorchers. That is a dominant win at North Sydney Oval, a ground that they had an exceptionally poor record at. They've just improved that, and they're certainly showing that they are the team to beat at the moment as they go clear at the top of the table.